All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. So today's going to be a little different because we're not doing a comedy video, but we're doing a video about accents.
Okay.
And something people always talk about on the channel is your accent. I'm from California. I don't feel like I have a strong accent, but you're from Georgia, born and raised, and so you have a thick Southern accent.
I don't think it's thick at all.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the
What
video.
accent?
Well, the video we have today. This is called 50 people show us their state's accents. And so these are going to be different accents all around America. Let's go ahead and jump into it, and let's hear if we can really hear a difference.
Never really understood my accent. But we say soda pop, and that was weird, I guess.
That's soda pop weird.
Because from what I noticed, people up north say pop.
Pop.
Yeah, they say pop instead of soda.
And in Georgia, they just call it a Coke.
Oh, yeah, because they have Coke
You want a
everywhere.
Coke?
Right.
No. You have a Sprite? That's a Coke.
Man.
The great thing about
Or
Oklahoma
soda.
is it's really this confluence of a whole bunch of different parts of the country. So the northern part of the state is really like the plains, so people kind of have that flat Iowa accent.
People always know I'm from the Midwest when I say bagel.
But if you get down south to the Little Dixie portion, it has a
Why
much
she
more
say
of a
it like
southern
that?
drawl.
Elongating those vowels a little bit.
And saying y'all every sentence.
Y'all.
How y'all doing today?
Y'all want to go to Waffle House? Come on over. We'll go to Waffle House.
It's just like real round in your mouth.
Is Georgia the only place with Waffle House?
Maybe.
Because it wasn't until we got here that everybody was like, let's go to Waffle House. And I went to Waffle House and I hate it. It's nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like Waffle House, though.
Only certain Waffle Houses. Don't go to the one in downtown Decatur.
Okay.
And you're just like, hey y'all, how we doing tonight? Are you guys gonna go down to the game this weekend? I'm so excited. Like Joshua's doing real great this year.
Everybody talks really
Joshua.
slow, especially compared to New Yorkers.
Most New Yorkers are loud. You gotta fit your way into a conversation most oftentimes when you're in New York.
Vermont's
Coffee.
accent is very unique, and it's hard to slip into unless you're talking to another person who like grew up farming. But the phrase that I can say in my accent is always, "Oh sure, bud. Oh sure."
People from California kind of have like, they say like.
Colorado doesn't.
Like-
really-
That is you. That is so you. I have to tell you, babe. Please stop saying like. But wow, Californians, y'all really have this way about y'all. You know what I mean?
No.
You don't?
No.
Y'all have like a
Feel
je ne
like-
sais quoi about y'all.
Like we're normal. We're the normal ones out of the states.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say normal.
Yeah. Californians are the normal ones.
Whatever.
Everybody else, y'all on some other
Like,
shit.
okay.
Whatever.
have a typical accent. Lots of people say that it has no accent, but you'll definitely get called out if you say Colorado. It's Colorado.
So I've been told from people in New York that my state has an accent. Some people go Chicago.
Chicago.
I don't think.
Chicago.
There's parts that I can hear like a little bit of a twang and kind of sound like this.
Yes.
Some people in New Mexico have accents.
My root
depending
family
on-
is from Ohio, and they have a twang in Ohio, and it's so weird because Ohio is a northern state, but a lot of people there, they sound like they came from the south.
They did. The Great Migration.
Oh.
Southern people did leave. I mean, the black people did leave the southern states for more rights, and they went to the north.
But it's not just the black people there; it's the white people too.
But where do you think they got it?
I don't know. The Appalachians.
What part of the state you're from?
flip that
People
down.
in the South tend to sound a little bit more like they could be from Texas.
Really wide syllables,
Wide.
really kind of drawn out phrases.
It's a little sing-songy, like a little bit Valley Girl almost. I'm from New Mexico and I love eating burritos.
You want to go skiing up on mountain?
Pass me those taters.
Oh, I mean, like there's cowboys, you know, there's horses. I don't know, because I don't feel like I have an accent.
I went home a couple of years ago and was watching home videos of my sister and I, and we had to like do a weather forecast as like little kids, and we'd be like, there's a big hurricane coming from the left coast, but don't worry.
She sounds like Lois from Family Guy.
We don't know that it's coming, and people would be like, what are you saying?
I can put on the, you gotta park the car and hop the yard and give the guy a quarter for some chowder. That's
Standard Boston accent.
Any ER would have an AH at the end.
It's kind of like Boston, but cooler. Oh. Like, we gotta go up to Baja, but I get some lobster supper.
My mom has this kind of strange half French Canadian, half Boston accent that sounds like peanut characters. Womp womp. Womp womp womp.
Well, if you're from North Dakota, you've got some long O's.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Hang on to your R's a little too.
It gets a little bit thicker the older you are. Your grandma sounds a little bit like this. Your mom might be a little bit softer.
I'm from Wisconsin. Go Pack Go. It kind of gets like up here.
Nasally.
Go Pack. I say
Bag.
big. I have some eggs in a bag.
The best example of the Wyoming accent I feel like I've ever seen was in Brokeback Mountain. One curve in the road, and they missed it.
So if you live in Washington State, no one ever says they have an accent. They all think they speak pretty normal, which is kind of true.
Just kind of middle of the road. Sort of like Delaware itself.
But they also kind of have like a country hit kind of thing to them. So they'll say like, Worshington? Like, I'm gonna wash my hands? And like, worsh? What kind of word is that?
Can also keep us used to, we say like Connecticut
Oh
instead of...
oh man, that is the hilarious, the most funniest thing I've ever heard was somebody saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands."
Yeah.
They had like an R in there.
Connecticut.
I feel like Michigan's typical accent is very nasally. Hi. Like that type of vibe.
So if I'm from like Northside Kauai, I'm going to sound something like this.
People say that us Marylanders have accents, but I don't think we have an accent.
Idaho doesn't have a really distinct accent.
There's no accent in Indiana.
This might be very biased, but I really don't think we have an accent.
I don't hear it, but I get reminded of it when I travel.
I mean, I think this is normal.
It's a perfect neutral
What is
Pacific
normal?
Northwest tone. Sarah Palin does not have a typical Alaska accent. She's not really
Interesting.
from there. She grew up in, I don't know, Kansas or something.
My husband laughs at me because I say wolf instead of wolf.
Our accents are all over the place.
The first one that comes to my head is a Latino one. Me voy a coger un cortadito.
There's the St. Louis accent where we say certain things like quarters and water.
Where I'm from, they like to say Hena or Mayan. That shirt over there is Mayan. From Philly, they like to say Wooder and use guys. But in Pittsburgh,
guys.
instead of use guys, they say yins. What are yins doing?
North Carolina is it's an interesting accent. It's just got a little bit of a drawl.
It's a little lazier.
Just very slow pace, very good, very nice.
There's Charleston, South Carolina, which is more like this. It's more smooth. It might have a daughter named Darcy.
And then you got the real squealy Southern accent. And then you just got the very just, hey, how you doing?
Relax.
God bless.
Yeah.
You have a good day now.
That was good.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. It puts a lot of things in perspective because sometimes people feel like they don't have an accent. Like for me, I don't feel like I have an accent. I feel like I sound normal.
Why? I don't understand why people say sounding normal where a Southern accent is normal from where you're from, and then being on the West Coast, that is normal for y'all, but it makes it seem like how we speak or anybody else speak isn't normal. It's just different.
Yeah, it is different, and it's just how we're conditioned as Americans, I guess, is that if you're not like
there's no such thing as a normal
yeah,
American
right,
accent.
exactly. There's no such thing as a normal American accent, only because we, like, just like in this video, America is literally a melting pot of different cultures, of different dialects, of different speech patterns or whatever. And I guess maybe it's what you see on TV. You know, or what you see in the movies or whatever.
Okay.
That's how people would come up with a scale of what sounds normal and what doesn't.
Like the fake accent of Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah, because that was created for movies, right?
Yes.
And so it was kind of like a standard accent for English that everyone could kind of understand, I guess. So
I guess I think Mid-Atlantic was created to make you seem almost more posh, more educated.
Oh, okay.
Because when you have a Southern accent, everyone automatically think you're stupid.
Okay, right.
So, and I deal with that a lot, even now.
Right.
But I think everyone having their own accent, to me, is really cool, and it makes us different.
Right.
And why be like everyone else?
Absolutely. I think it gives everyone character.
Yeah.
So, guys, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let us know what you thought about this video. And, of course, let us know where you're from and if you have an accent or not.
And people hate that I talk so slow. And I sometimes I have to think about the things I say on camera. And people are like, I hate it. She talks so slow.
Yeah, you got to let them know you from Georgia.
You got to talk fast, like me.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.